Hey everybody, welcome to this 8 dreamless listening practice video. You can use this video to train your listening and comprehension as I speak. You ready? So today I'm going to talk to you about reading. For some people this is a great topic, and for other people this might be a boring topic. I really like reading, so this is a topic that I like talking about. So first let's talk about the different genres of books. First, we have a difference between fiction and non-fiction. I'm more of a fiction reader, but I occasionally read some non-fiction books too. In this category, some other genres include short books, biographies, political books, and many books about specific fields of study. I think that nowadays many adults are starting to read more non-fiction than fiction. When I ask my students what type of books they read, they usually tell me that they read books about the line of work. Reading is a great way to improve your knowledge in your field of work. Also, I know a lot of people that love reading self-help books because they want to improve their lives. Okay, so moving on to fiction, there are many different genres. One of my favorites is mystery. I love mystery novels. I'd say that my favorite author in this genre is Agatha Christie. In case you haven't heard, she is actually the best-selling novelist of all time. More people have bought her novels than any other author's novels. The reason why I like Agatha Christie's books is that she is really good at keeping the answer to the mystery a secret. You have no idea what is going to happen at the end of the book, so it's always very satisfying for the reader. I also really like literary fiction, which is the fiction that many students have to read during high school. Usually in high school, students don't like reading these books, but I always liked them. They're a little deeper and more complicated, but I also find them satisfying. I really enjoy reading the great American authors of the past, such as Ernest Hemingway, John Steinbeck, William Faulkner, and others like that. Ernest Hemingway in particular is one of my favorite authors. Another genre that I'm interested in is the Western genre. I've always loved stories about the Wild West of the late 1800s to early 1900s in the US, and I also like more modern westerns. Some of my favorite authors of this genre include Jean Grey, Louis L'Amour, and Cormac McCarthy. I think that not many people like westerns, but for me, they're super fun. I know that many people prefer fantasy books like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, but I don't really like them. I usually prefer more realistic novels. Okay, now let's talk about how you can read to learn a language. This is a great way to improve your English. Get yourself some interesting books in English. In my opinion, reading in your target language is the best method for learning that language. However, it's important that you choose reading material that you can understand at your level. If you are beginning, don't try to read advanced level books. Get yourself some children's books. For example, I'm learning French, so I try to read a little bit in French every day. I just started a novel that's very easy but also really interesting for me. So I learn and have fun at the same time. This is the key to learning English. If you have any recommendations for easy English books, you can write them in the comments so other English learners can check them out. Okay, that's all for today. Let me know in the comments what your favorite book is. I'll see you next time.